We're live. All right. Welcome, everybody. Again, I want to make sure you have your pens and paper handy for tonight to take notes as well as do some writing. You should be playing your subliminal CD, subliminal track in the background, writing the CD. We'll be going to exactly 6:30 tonight, or just a little bit before. We'll have a little bit of time before then for Q&A. And for those of you that have attended these Writing from the Divine Author Within State webinars previously, as I've openly stated, I don't normally know what I'm going to teach about or share with you until I show up for these webinars myself. But this morning I got an inspiration. I got a sign from God about what I should be approaching you with tonight. What I'll be talking to you about tonight is the mainframe of our writing retreats. One of the many pillars we utilize to help you write your books successfully, easily, and spiritually for the first time. The technique I want to introduce you to is called circle drawing. Circle drawing. It comes from a book titled Writing the Natural Way. Please take this down. This is a book you want to have in your library, Writing the Natural Way. The author is Dr. Gabrielle Rico. Writing the Natural Way by Dr. Gabrielle Rico, who's a colleague and a friend of mine. This book originally came out in approximately 1981. It followed on the footsteps of another book called Drawing on the Right Side of Your Brain. Drawing on the Right Side of Your Brain by Betty Edwards. In Drawing on the Right Side of Your Brain, Betty Edwards clearly states, if Roger Sperry's right-left brain theory is correct, anybody can be an artist if they can get to their right brains, the inspirational side, the God side, for us, the divine author within side. Rico followed that book up a few years later by saying, if Roger Sperry is correct about his right-left brain theory, anybody can write effectively if they can get to that right brain. And she proved that through, again, Writing the Natural Way by Gabrielle Rico. And she devised a system which she called circle drawing, which utilizes free writing, circle drawing, to transfer your consciousness from your left brain to your right brain, from your left brain to your right brain. Circle drawing is effective for two basic things. Number one, problem solving. Number two, beginning a new project. Please write that down. It's effective for problem solving, number one, beginning a new project, number two. Problem solving, beginning a new project. It does so by transferring your consciousness from your left brain to your right brain. Works very simply. It's a brainstorming technique utilizing circles to transfer your consciousness from your left brain, from being stuck in your left brain, to your right brain. We use it frequently at the retreats. Anytime an author gets stuck or pent up emotions or writer's block, we do a circle drawing technique with them. And that's what we're going to focus on doing this evening. Circle drawing. Now, let me just demonstrate for you. You utilize circle drawing by getting a large lineless piece of paper like this. And do this, please, and draw a circle in the center of your piece of paper. In the center of a piece of paper. In this center circle, you will put a question, a statement, and/or an emotion. Don't do that yet. We'll be doing that tonight together. Question, statement, and/or emotion. I'm feeling frustrated. What the hell is going on? I want to write a book. I'm ready to write my next book. What will my next book be about? What's standing in my way? I feel like I should be a writer. I am a writer. It goes in the center circle. Now, this is a free association drill. After you put that center statement in that center circle, primary statement in the center circle, anything that comes into your mind, anything at all, good, bad, indifferent, whether it ties into the subject or not, you write down. Write down as fast as you can. Speed's very important. Write down as quickly as you can. And circle every statement, feeling, thought, question that comes out. And connect each circle to the nearest circle with a straight line. So you will start out with something looking like this. You will notice, while your consciousness is still stuck in the left brain, that your feelings, your thoughts that you share in the initial circles will be very abrupt and to the point, sometimes cruel and indecent. Very quick and very abrupt and very cruel and indecent at times. They'll be very short, 1, 2, 3 words. As you begin to transfer your consciousness to the right brain, you eventually move into phrases, and then sentences, and then paragraphs. After you begin writing sentences, that means the transference of your consciousness out of your left brain and into your right brain has been complete, because the right brain carries with it a flow. Life is a flow, dancing is a flow, writing is a flow. But as it transfers itself over to the right brain, you'll be writing in sentences. Once you and please note this, once you begin writing in sentences, drop the circles and write normally, quickly, fast, expressively on your piece of paper. Now the question is, I think you're more wondering is, why are circles important? Because circles have no beginning, and no end. So as you begin to randomly use these circles, consistently and randomly and expressively use these circles to circle your feelings, the left brain doesn't know what to do with them because it does not have a beginning and an end. So it transfers the information in those circles to your right brain, and then you can reach right brain connection again. Anytime that you get locked down, it's because you get locked on your left brain. You need to have those feelings dislodged and move to the right brain. So tonight's writing assignments, we're going to do some circle drawings. Before we do that, what I want to do is walk you through a relaxation technique. It'll get you open to your divine author within state. So please make sure the writing music's playing in the background, that your pen and paper are handy. Don't be touching them at this point. You don't have to have a death grip on your pen or anything. Just allow them to sit near you, make them accessible. Make sure you're sitting straight in your chair. Arms and legs uncrossed. Good circulation. Good movement and energy through you when your arms and legs are uncrossed. Eyes closed. Close your eyes. Keep your eyes closed until I ask you to open them. Chin to your chest. Eyes closed, chin to your chest. Keep your chin to your chest. It's another way to disengage your left brain's control of your consciousness. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale any feelings that you may be having, any reactions. Nice deep breath in. Blow it out. Nice deep breath in. Exhale all the air out of your lungs. Nice deep breath in. Blow it out. Eyes closed, chin to the chest. Arms and legs uncrossed, spine straight. And I want you to allow an image of the blank pieces of paper that await you to be created in your mind. Just relax. You see them created in your mind. Don't open your eyes. Don't lift your chin from your chest. Just see those blank pieces of paper in your mind. And see yourself fluently and smoothly and quickly and enjoyably writing on one of those pieces of paper, where the writing's just flowing out of you onto the piece of paper. Notice how it feels to have that writing just flow out of you. Notice how it feels. It feels very fluid, very smooth. Time disappears. You're at peace. Expressive peace. You're very expressive, very honest, very deep, very open, but very much at peace, very happy. So happy that you don't care about anything. You don't care about time. You don't care about what you're supposed to do after this webinar. You're not thinking about tomorrow. You're not thinking about this morning, this afternoon. You're just in touch with right now and where you are. And you're enjoying it and you're feeling the peace of that moment. You're feeling the peace of that moment. Nice deep breath in. Blow it out. Nice deep breath in. Blow it out. I want you to see in your mind you turning the page, pulling up a different piece of paper, turning the page to a blank piece of paper, where a circle already awaits you in the center of that piece of paper. The circle already awaits you in the center of that piece of paper. Don't write anything in it yet. Now, I want you to see yourself in your mind, with your eyes closed, your chin to your chest. See yourself in your mind picking up a pen, your favorite pen, favorite color ink, very smoothly flowing pen. I want you to write in that center circle, on that piece of paper that sits before you in that image in your mind, these words. Here's the words I want you to write. What I am meant to write now. What I am meant to write now, followed by 3 dots, followed by 3 dots. This is a continuous statement. What I am meant to write now. Don't open your eyes yet. Let the power of the inspiration build in you. Nice deep breath in, blow it out. Nice deep breath in, blow it out. What I am meant to write now, followed by 3 dots. Now slowly, comfortably, open your eyes. Reach for your pen, one of the pieces of paper you have available to you. Create a circle in the center of that piece of paper and write those words, what I am meant to write now, followed by 3 dots. Put that in the center of that circle. Now, anything that comes into your mind, any feelings or thoughts that you have, begin writing them down very quickly. And as you write them down, circle each one as it comes out and connect every circle to the closest circle with a straight line. Begin doing that now. Don't think, express. Don't ponder. Don't consciously ponder anything. Just express whatever it is you're feeling. Circle every expression and connect it to the closest circle with a straight line. What I meant to write now. You may find that what you're writing about may coincide with the subject we chose, or maybe something totally different. We'll start out in response to that statement. We'll start out short statements, short words, one-word answers. We'll gradually expand into phrases and sentences and paragraphs. As your writing begins to expand into sentences, stop writing the circles and just write linearly on a linear basis across your piece of paper. Write normally. Okay. Grab another piece of paper, another blank piece of paper. Put a circle in the center of that piece of paper. Put a circle in the center of that piece of paper, and in the center of that circle, here's what I'd like you to write. How long have I been a writer? How long have I been a writer? How long have I been a writer? Do the same exercise. Anything comes into your mind, so start writing randomly down, quickly, very quickly. Speed's very important. Circle each statement or feeling as it comes out, and connect each circle, nearest circle, the straight line. As soon as you begin writing sentences, break free of the circles and write in a linear fashion, writing as if you're writing normally. How long have I been a writer? Okay, pull out another blank piece of paper. Draw your center circle. Draw your center circle. And here's the words I want you to put in the center of that center circle. dissolving any resistance I may have to my success as an author. Dissolving any resistance I may have to my success as an author. You know what to do now. Do it. Okay, just in a minute or so before we switch topics again. Okay, pull out another blank piece of paper. Create your center circle. Make it a big center circle this time because you got lots of words right into this time. And in that center circle, I want you to write these words. I now see a greater purpose. I now see a greater purpose to the actions of those who supposedly tried to hold me back. To hold me back. You know what to do. Go ahead and do it. Okay, put your pens down again. Pick up another blank piece of paper. Draw on your center circle. And add these words to that center circle. Topics that are meant to be covered. Topics that are meant to be covered in the writing of my next book. Topics that are meant to be covered in the writing of my next book. Next circle drawing. Go to another blank piece of paper. Put a circle in the center of it. Again, you can come back to these later on after this webinar if you could choose to do more work on these subjects. In the center circle, I would like you to write these words. My success as an author, my success as an author is guaranteed because, my success as an author is guaranteed because. Okay, let's put our pens down again. Again, you can come back to these exercises anytime you want on your own. For now, I'd like you to check your posture again, make sure it's nice and straight. Arms and legs uncrossed. Close your eyes, drop your chin to your chest. Nice deep breath in. Blow out any tension you're feeling. Nice big sigh. Again, nice deep breath in. Blow it out. Nice deep breath in. Blow it out. Return to that space in your mind where you're surrounded by the blank pieces of paper, blank, lineless pieces of paper. With your eyes still closed, your chin to your chest. In your mind, I want you to look at one of those pieces of paper that already has that center circle drawn on it. And all on its own, allow that center circle to be filled with the words that depict a subject that you most need to address right now. Something you've been avoiding, something you feel passionate about, something you let burning inside you. An anxiety, a happiness, a sadness. What am I going to do about Bob? What's my next career move? What's up with my health? Where am I going with my life? Allow that your divine author within to fill that center circle on its own with a topic that best depicts what it is that you're dealing with or should be dealing with or not dealing with right now in your life. And you'll see that this circle drawing can be used not just to guide your writing to be an author. This circle drawing can be used as a direct connective communication tool, the Almighty at any time. Not only can you approach the Almighty, but the Almighty can approach you. Now open your eyes, take out another blank piece of paper, draw a center circle, and write the words that you saw in your mind into that center circle on the piece of paper that now lies before you. And do your next circle drawing, please. Okay, one more last circle drawing. Pull out a piece of paper, blank piece of paper. Draw your center circle. Here are the words that I want you to write in that center circle. Here they are. My immediate future. My immediate future as both a soul and as an author. My immediate future both as a soul and as an author. Okay, finish up what you're writing. Then let me have your attention again, please. Tonight I wanted to demonstrate the power of circle drawing. Again, circle drawing is utilized for problem solving, to get answers and direction on a new project. For those of you that will be attending the retreat this weekend, anytime you run into a problem, do a circle drawing around it. Maybe you feel blocked, you don't like the direction your book is going, you don't feel qualified, you feel angry, you feel frustrated. Put that in the center of a circle. I feel frustrated. I don't like the direction my book's going. I'm writing crap. Why did I attend this retreat to begin with? It'll break down the resistance of your left brain. Doing the circle drawing will break down the resistance of your left brain, take you to the more enlightened perspective of your divine author within through your right brain. It'll clear any blockages immediately that you feel. Also, at the retreat, once we tell you to begin work on your second book, if you don't know what that second book is, in the center of that circle, on a blank piece of paper, you write the words, I am ready to begin the writing of my next book now. I am ready to begin the writing of my next book now. Circle it. To clear out any left brain resistance and transfer you directly to direct communal with that book, which will begin then to pour out of you. Again, I highly recommend this use by all of you, especially those of you that will be attending our retreats. Sabrina, oh, by the way, this upcoming retreat, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to try to bring the retreat live to people, give the retreat people that want to attend a retreat but they haven't attended yet, the experience of being at our retreat. So we're going to be tweeting a lot, FaceTiming a lot, so you can see what actually feels like to be at a retreat, so you can take that step on your own. Sabrina, would you like to add anything about that?
Well, I just want to get some clarity on, yeah, what we'll be doing is we want to give you that inside look of what it's like to be at the retreat. So I will be taking some photos, snapping some videos, or, you know, capturing some videos of authors as they finish up their books. And so if you are attending the March retreat, be a little prepared that I might inquire that from you just to get what it feels like, what you just went through and what it feels like. Really quick little short little videos, and we'll be putting them into the Facebook group on the Tom Bird Method Facebook group page. And I will get to that link and share it in the chat here just momentarily, but you can always search for it on Facebook as well. And then that is going to be sent, that's going to be tweeted and, you know, put to YouTube. I will be sharing and uploading all the videos. Eventually we'll have it on our website. What we intend to do is have not only information like a album on the Facebook group, but to actually have a page eventually on our website for every retreat, so that we can kind of capture the essence of what's been happening. Since I joined Tom's team, our numbers have just kept going up and up, and including the percentage number of the authors that are completing their books during the retreat, and the returning authors that are getting published and really getting the books out into the world and making a difference in the lives of others. And so it's humbling to be a part of that and to see that people can show up at any place around the world and actually tune into a retreat. And so you'll get the inside glimpse of what it's like to be in the retreat room, but just know that you can capture that energy no matter where you are. And so keep in mind that we have virtual retreats that are hosted on this software, Zoom, which I hope that you're finding very user-friendly. And we simultaneously broadcast and have a live stream of the actual Write Your Book in a Weekend retreat when we're based in Sedona. So this weekend, we have several of you that will be attending virtually. We've had authors we've never met in person who have only attended virtually and have published one or more books in a very short period of time. So if you were like me, one of those people that always said no time, no money, no, you know, whatever the excuse was to keep small and limited, we're at least eliminating travel and hotel and all sorts of expenses that go with writing your book. So if you can carve out a little weekend for yourself in a sacred space, you can write your book. There's no limitations to what you can do.
What I'm really most interested in capturing this weekend for those of you that won't be at the retreat is the facial expressions, the essence, the ambiance of an author when he or she first completes his or her first book. It's amazing. They just glow. Glow. So we're going to have some of those available for you too. But before we end tonight, Sabrina, are there any questions that anyone has we can address before we leave this evening?
I haven't seen any questions come in as of late. And in the chat, there's a lot of gratitude. Betty Ann that's the first time she learned of the circle drawing, and I found it fascinating and enjoyed this learning process. Grateful and very much appreciate you both for sharing your knowledge and giving your time. So yeah, and all of you, thank you for showing up, because, well, if we didn't have you, we wouldn't really be doing it, because honestly, you know, I love Tom, but I have other things I could do with my evening. So if it weren't for you, we wouldn't be here. So thank you for showing up. And let me get that Facebook link. Of course, I have to go to another window and hope I don't crash. But it is good if you can join our group there. If you're in any of our programs, you have special groups that you can join. And this is the main one that we'll be broadcasting on the Tom Bird Method page. And I'll see if I can find it. Come on.
Thank you, Andrew.
Pressure.
You're welcome.
Let's see here. There's the main one. And so, yes, we will be, oh, that's your, I don't want your personal page.
Hey, Fran, you're welcome. Nice hearing from you. Welcome, Rachel.
Come on. It doesn't want to pop up for me because there we go. Okay, I'll put it in the chat room right now so you have it. We will also make sure that, I don't want to just send it to Rachel, I want to send it to everyone.
It went out in the newsletter today, didn't it, Sabrina?
Yeah, yes. It's in the newsletter. You know, and we're spotlighting it. We'll have, so if you're not on our general list, you definitely want to make sure you're on our general list. We give a lot of giveaways and advice and help, and you know, it's a very supportive tool. But the link is there in the chat room now too. And happy to hear Andrew, he has written quite a bit. Good job. Happy that you could show up. There is another webinar this evening for only the March attendees, the March retreat attendees. And we'll log out of here and we'll go into the other Zoom room. And again, I'll put that meeting ID in here, but if you registered, you should have it. But I will put it in the chat room so you do have it. It's 453-133-719. We'll do about a 30-minute Q&A and address anything that's going on at the retreat. And I'm looking forward to seeing you all in person or in Zoom or however we meet.
So you kind of feel like you're there even though you're not there.
Right.
Mysteries of what's a retreat like this, or write a book in a weekend, you'll be crazy. You'll see what it's like to be at a retreat through the Facebook post we'll have. And also, I want to remind you of Gabrielle Rico's book, Writing the Natural Way, if you want to know more about the circle drawing, where it's come from, and her brilliant work, Writing the Natural Way by Dr. Gabrielle Rico. Wonderful book. I'll tell you, when I first read it in 1981, I believe it came out, it changed my life. Because I was struggling as a writer, and sometimes I was in the flow, you know, and sometimes I couldn't get in the flow, sometimes I couldn't find the flow, sometimes I was just generally frustrated. And I wasn't making sense of the experience. I didn't understand why I was drawn to be a writer, but sometimes it was so difficult for me, so friggin' difficult. Then I read Betty Edwards' book, which changed my life. And then I went into Gabrielle Rico's book, which immediately changed my life and made sense to why things worked at times as a writer and why things didn't work and what I needed to do to make them work consistently. I felt so empowered that I called Dr. Rico at the time, who I didn't know. She was a professor of English at Stanford University. I called her out of the blue, got her on the phone. You're going to find this hard to believe. I called her on the phone. I said, Dr. Rico, I read your book, and she cut me right off. She was, listen, I don't know where that thing came from. I know it's crazy. I just couldn't stop writing it. And I said, I calling you because I love the book. It's changed my life. She goes, I thought you were one of my colleagues calling to criticize my work again, because basically what she thought her work was saying was, you don't really need an English professor, an English degree to be an author. You just need God. That's exactly what she's saying. That's exactly what she's saying. Now, her colleagues were very critical of her, but she sold about 500,000 copies of this book. So their criticisms soon turned into compliments. Eventually, success does that to people. It's a marvelous book, changed my life. And really helps with the tone of my teaching career by helping me fine-tune what I needed to do to be in this state at all times so I could share with you folks. So again, I recommend Dr. Rico's book highly. It's Writing the Natural Way. Anything else, Sabrina, before we cut out for the next webinar?
No. Some questions on marketing and things like that, giving some personal answers, because I don't want to get into that tonight, as right now I think we should just kind of bask in the bliss of our divine author within.
So the next one of these Writing from the Divine Author Within State webinars is going to be next Wednesday, and you're conducting it on the 8th, is that right?
Well, yeah, did you approve that message?
I just made it up now.
I think I gave that as a
So
possibility.
it'll be on the 8th?
Yeah, March 8th, after our ADP launch. Yes, our new group. Did I suggest this? Gosh.
Yes.
And I'm doing it? Is that what you're saying?
I agreed to it. It's on the 8th.
Okay. We will be here March 8th, so take a look. We'll have that in the email as well with the recording if you want to come back and tune in.
And Sabrina will be conducting it, talking about how to bring happiness to every area of your life, especially with your writing. That's what the focus is. That's really important. It's important to make writing a career, however, not a job. And that's what we're going to be focusing on, how to extend happiness to your writing life. Thanks for being here tonight, guys. Sweet dreams to all of you. Thanks, Andrew, for hanging with us. I know it's late there. Thanks, guys. See you again soon. Hopefully see you during the retreat. Not live at the retreat, or if not virtual, through Facebook. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.